What's up, good people? Welcome to ZTV 1990 with your boy Zach, and I just want to talk about NBA The Run that just recently came out. But there's a problem I seem to have with this video game because it's not complete. It's not complete. Now I understand some people are gonna call me a hater. Some people are gonna say, "Oh, you just putting down a game that has a small roster or a small dev team." Look, I get that. I get your dev team is small by play. I understand that, but here's my issue with it, right? For starters, you released the game in the middle of the NBA Finals when the Knicks and the Spurs were still playing, and on top of that, this was before the draft even started. Because just this past week, even before Tuesday, we've already had major drafts. Before the draft, we already had trades. Yeah, we not only do we have trades during the draft, but we already had superstars switched around. Okay, that's the problem when you release a game this soon. Normally, when a game like this comes out, any sports title is released, either they're gonna release it during either before the NBA season starts around like August or late July. For example, this game should have been released around July 25th or somewhere around July 20th, long after the free agency is already over. Free agency doesn't start till July 1st, which I believe that's going to be on a Wednesday or Thursday. So we're already going to be, people are already playing with an outdated roster. Because Giannis Antetokounmpo is not a Milwaukee Buck anymore. There's actually 5 NBA teams that's missing players. That's missing teams. Not 4. Because Giannis is officially a Miami Heat player. And Tyler Hero is on the Milwaukee Bucks. And he's not even in the game. And we're going to talk about that in just a few minutes. But we've had Julius Randle get traded to the Nets. He's up there with Michael Porter Jr. Miles Bridges and Miles Bridges is on the Phoenix Suns, but LaMelo Ball, his partner, his teammate, also got traded. LaMelo Ball is no longer a Charlotte Hornets as of the recorded this video. He's on the Timberwolves with Ant-Man. So you got 2 T-Wolves players on this game. But what I'm trying to figure out is why you leave out Atlanta, Brooklyn, Portland, and Utah. And technically, Portland doesn't even count because you have Damian Lillard. Yeah, Portland don't count. It's actually Atlanta, Brooklyn, Milwaukee, and Utah. The Lillard's already in the game. He's currently a Portland Trailblazer. I'm not going to be paying $40, let alone $29.99, and you got 4 teams of players missing. See, this is how you're supposed to do the roster. And again, I'm talking to all the devs for play-to-play, the ones who develop NBA to run, and anybody that's currently playing it. Because this game wasn't ready to be released yet. When you have a license such as the NBA, NFL, MLB, if you developing a video game and the sport you're doing, its league decides to get behind you, the Run has the NBA license. That means you gotta do what Noah did in the Bible with his ark. You're supposed to have 2 players of each of all 30 NBA teams. You have to include the whole NBA. That means all 30 NBA teams must be included. That means you have to have at least 2 players of every team, or in this case, at least 1 player representing each team. Because 32, that's not enough. 32 NBA superstars, that's not enough. That should be more like 42. Because again, at least 2 of every player, or 1 of every player. That's got to be at least 35. 35 NBA superstars, or 36. Yeah, 36, that's more of an even number. 36 to 40 should be the number. And you know people going to be wanting to play with more legends on here. See, what made NBA Street good, the series, volumes 1, 2, and 3, is because it included players and rosters from all of the 30 NBA teams. It didn't leave nobody out. But you don't release this game in June. This game is supposed to be released at least in August. And that game already had gameplay problems anyway that people complain about. And it's bad enough this game don't have no offline mode. And that's another thing too. Whose idea was it to just make this game strictly online? But you're missing players from those particular teams. I don't understand that at all for the life of me. See, if you're gonna do an online only game, like what was it, Multiversus, before the server went off, or in this case, Marvel Rivals, it's supposed to be free to play. If you're gonna do a game like this, it's supposed to be free to play. Then you would charge like $29.99 for the season pass to include all these rosters. And you charge extra microtransactions for somebody to unlock the rookie versions of these players. But you're doing it strictly online, and there's no offline mode where people can play online. They can play head-to-head without the online mode. Because what are you going to do when somebody's internet goes bad? Or people got terrible connections? Well, let's say Spectrum goes out for the next couple of days. Or it's going to take the company like 8 hours to put it back online. What you going to do then? Now you're going to have a bunch of people complaining, ranting online. Like I'm doing. I'm sorry. I'm not for to pay money to buy a video game that's online only and it's missing players. Important players at that. Which I'm finna show you. No, this game wasn't be released yet. And then on top of that, we just having all these trades. Giannis then got traded. Julius Randle got traded. LaMelo Ball, that's on the front cover, he then got traded to his teammate. He got traded to Ant-Man's team. So the Giannis Milwaukee Bucks jersey don't count. And plus, we don't know if Kawhi Leonard and LeBron go be on their teams. This game's already needing updates. So let me tell you the players that you could add on here. Because these teams, Atlanta, Brooklyn, and Utah, Milwaukee needs some team. They need players. So now let's go to Brooklyn. Because that's another thing too. I need to say this. When you don't include like 4 different teams, you're basically telling these players you suck. Y'all not good. You're trash. That's what you call them, trash, basically. Now, on this Brooklyn Nets, if I'm Michael Porter Jr. and Julius Randle, we're going to have a problem. I'm complaining. Now, look here, man. Because Julius Randle should be on it. He's a center. And Michael Porter Jr. is an NBA champion along with Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic. Why you leave him out? You know how many people would want to run a team with Michael Porter Jr. and Nikola Jokic? Especially Denver Nuggets fans. And you got Julius Randle on here. People would like to run a Knicks team with Julius Randle. With him and Brunson, Brunson should be in this game. I don't know why you would not have Brunson on here. But Brunson, or let's say if it's a Mikal Bridges you added on here. Or you put Julius Randle with Ant-Man. But he's a Brooklyn Net. So you can have, in this roster here, you can at least have Julius Randle and Michael Porter Jr. Okay, I understand a lot of these are rookie players. This team is still developing. So I get it. But at least have some veteran players. Because Michael Porter Jr. is a small forward and Julius Randle is a center. You need parity in a 3v3 basketball game. You need variety. Or you can even add a Terrence Mann if you want to. Okay, you got Noah Clowney. These guys are not bad. But again, man, who's ever doing the roster, you can't just do whatever you want to do. You got to include everybody or you're going to get a lot of complaints. That's the fastest way you're going to get your game canceled. Now let's go to Atlanta. Now, it don't mean... Now, I'm just being honest, man. I'm not trying to sound facetious, but it should be no reason why you leaving out any Atlanta Hawks players. When this team made the playoffs, they made the first round. And already, this guy, CJ McCollum, should be in the game. There's people that will want to run a Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum team with a big man, right? You got Jonathan Kawhi that you got, he could ball. Jalen Johnson, Zachary Arishe. These are both... Arisha Shea and Johnson are both first-round draft picks. Look, you got Dyson Daniels that can ball out. Nickeil Alexander-Walker. This is Shai's cousin. Why is he not in the game? Please, who decided to leave out Nickeil Alexander-Walker? It could be an argument that the reason why the Minnesota Timberwolves struggled this season in the playoffs, because this guy ain't around. Him, Jaden McDaniels, and Ant-Man was a great team. You had a great 3 team right here. Putting Ant-Man at the point guard and this guy running shooting guard. Him and Jalen McDaniels alternate at the 3. He was like your 6th man. And you let that go, the Wolves struggle. I'm already seeing 4 players that you could have added in this video game. Instead, y'all want to leave them out on lunch date. Oh, I'm sorry. This game was not ready to be released yet. It's incomplete. It's an incomplete basketball game. But what does that say about Atlanta? Again, I'm talking to the Dales of play-by-play. I'm trying to help y'all, but if I'm any one of these guys, especially this guy, oh, you getting a phone call. I'm going to go viral on my, even CJ McCollum or Jalen Johnson, I'm going to go viral on my social media, and I'm calling y'all out. See, you that's the last thing y'all need. Because let me tell y'all something. When you got the NBA license, it means you got to associate with the Players Association. Jaylen Brown is the president. All it takes is a phone call from one of these guys to hit up Jaylen Brown and complain about this video game not having a minute. And then next thing you know, Adam Silver going to get involved. And then your game's going to be under pressure of not being on the market no more. But that's sad. That's really sad. This team makes the playoffs and you don't have none of them in here. It's crazy. Who would not want to run a team with CJ McCollum or Dyson Daniels or Zachary Ricochet? Even Jalen Johnson, like, come on now. Now let's go to Sacramento. Again, I'm looking at least 5 players that you can add on here. This guy is Olympic gold medalist, Zach LaVine, and he can bang the rims. Former Slam Dunk contest winner. Why is he not in the game? Why don't you not include Domantas Sabonis? Huh? Why? Why? Why would you leave him out of here? DeMar DeRozan, another baller. And at least have Russell Westbrook. Like, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing? These guys can ball, especially Russ. I saw Russ play when I was in high school out here in California. I went to Jordan. He went to Louisiana. The man balls. Now, we got Kevin Durant, a throwback Kevin Durant as a supersonic. You know how many people would love to use Durant, that Durant with Russell Westbrook and a James Harden? Huh? And have a legendary 3v3 teams. You could do so much with Russell Westbrook. You could pair him with Harden on the Houston Rockets. You could pair him with Durant. Like, bro, like, why you leave him out? I don't get it. He's active player. Even this guy, Keegan Murray, can ball. Even Malik Monk. There's players you can add on here. Again, you need more variety. It's not complete. I'm sorry. Y'all got to get called out for that. Again, what does that say about this team here? Y'all might as well call them all trash. They garbage. You know what I mean? The All-Star games Russell Westbrook has been in. Like, come on, bro. Like, no. If I'm James Harden and Durant, I'm not going to stand for that. You know Durant will call you out on his social media anyway. It's like y'all are trying to get your game canceled. I'm just be honest. This game might not last that long. They got to update this game seriously. You got to add more players. I'm sorry. So you want us to pay $29.99 minimum for a roster that like teams that's leaving a game that's leaving players out? You got Atlanta Hawks fans, Brooklyn Nets fans, Sacramento Kings fans that's going to be missing one of their players. You can't sell a video game doing that. You can't. NBA Jam would not be where it is had it not included all of the every player, 2 of the best players, 2 of the 4 of the best players of the NBA in 93 and 94. And even then, Michael Jordan was a secret character. Shaq and Barkley, they was in one of those cabinets. You gonna lock them. You gotta buy it. But they were in the game. There were cheat codes to add those players on there. NBA Jam is where it was because it included most of the NBA. And even if you don't have Jordan, you still got Pippen and Kukoc. You got Luke Longley. You got other guys to fill that roster. But why are we leaving out players like Russell Westbrook and DeMar DeRozan? I don't understand it. Why don't y'all tell them to their face they suck? That's what y'all might as well say. Whoever the Devs team is, you might as well say these players are trash. And say it with pride, too. Now let's look at the Utah Jazz. Come on now. Who would not want to have Ace Bailey? Kevin Love is a legend. You got Jaren Jackson. How you leave out Jaren Jackson Jr.? Huh? Why is he not in the game? as a Utah Jazz player. Once again, this is what I'm saying. It goes back to my point earlier in the video. This game was released way too soon. You don't do that. And Lauri Markkanen. Come on now. Y'all gonna leave out Lauri Markkanen? That's one of my favorite power forward centers. I would love to have Lauri Markkanen on my Clippers. If we had Lauri Markkanen on the Clippers would have made the playoffs. They would not have lost to the play-in to no Utah Jazz. But you got Jaren Jackson Jr., Lauri Markkanen. Kevin Love is a legend. You know how many people would love to run a team with Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love, and LeBron James? And you got a Cleveland Cavaliers throwback LeBron James. You don't leave Kevin Love out. Yes, he's not the same player he once was, but Kevin Love gets buckets. Bruh, come on now. But Ace Bailey, you got to at least have a rookie in there or two. Like, come on, like, what are we doing? This is not NBA ballers. Where you going to have, whereas you got 1v1, 2v2, triple threat, and battle royale modes. That game was based on more one-on-one battle royale style. This ain't that. You're running a 3v3 basketball game. You got to have way more, a larger roster. That's why I said this game should have been 36-40 starting off. You can't be having a game that's missing players, especially a Jaren Jackson Jr. Oh, hell no, man. Kevin Love, Lauri Markkanen, hell no. Nope. It's unacceptable. I'm not paying that. You got people paying all this money for an incomplete roster. And not to forget to mention, again, there's all these trades. Giannis is not even in Milwaukee no more. You know how many people want Giannis in a Miami Heat jersey? Huh? And let's look at the Bucks. Speaking of, how you leave out Tyler Hero? Huh? You could put Tyler Hero, and yes, Kyle Kuzma is not what he used to be. But again, you could run a legendary lineup, a big three lineup of Kyle Kuzma, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis, that Laker team. You know how many people want that? Will want that anyway? There are real Laker fans that will want to use a Kyle Kuzma, a LeBron James, and a Anthony Davis, like they do on 2K My Team. Because you're going to have a lot of 2K My Team players that already do the My Park thing on there anyway. And you can at least have a Miles Turner. This guy went to the NBA Finals just last year with Tyrese Halliburton, which you have in the game. We can have a team with Miles Turner and Tyrese Halliburton. What are we doing? Huh? What are we doing? Play-by-play? No, if I'm Tyler Hero, I'm like, man, no, hell no, I'm not accepting that. You gonna put me back in this, you gonna put me in this game. If I'm Miles Turner, I'm Tyler Hero, I'm gonna demand you put me in here. Or your game getting shut down. For real. If I'm Tyler Hero, I had this whole game basically halted. It is not ready to be released yet. It's just not. I'm sorry, y'all. We cannot disrespect talent like that. We can't. Tyler Hero officially represents the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is a Miami Heat player. So that front cover is already outdated. Oh, I'm sorry. You released it way too soon. You released it on June 9th. And the NBA draft ain't even started yet. Players are still being switched around. LeBron might not even be a Laker by next month. By the end of next month, he might be on an entirely different team. And you got Khalil Ware, man. You know how many people want Khalil Ware to be in the game? Come on now. Like, man, like, I'm sorry. That's unacceptable. I don't care that you got a small dev team. I don't care that you only got 18 people working on the video game. You got it online only, and the game is not even complete. No, I'm not accepting that at all. So Kyle Kuzma, Tyler Hero, Miles Turner, that's at least $3. One of the three that you can add on there. If you're not going to add Kyle Kuzma, Miles Turner, at least have Tyler Hero. At least have representation of each of these rosters. Now, people, I just named you at least like 9, 10 players, 8 players that you can add in this game. I'm not taking this at all. It's unacceptable. And matter of fact, let's look at Portland. Here's somebody else you can add on here, man. And I'm shocked they not doing this. This guy, Deni Avdija. Avdija. Deni, right? Add Deni on here. Deni had a breakout year. Deni needs to be on here. Drew Holiday. Okay, you got Dame, but Dame ain't enough. You need one of them on there. At least put Diddy in here, man. I'm like, come on, bro. Put Diddy in the game. At least let's have Jrue Holiday. A lot of with Jrue Holiday and Giannis. Giannis would love to have Jrue Holiday in this game, man. Jrue Holiday could ball. Why y'all doing him like that, man? Don't do Diddy like that. No. Don't do that. Don't y'all do that, man. Come on now. He should at least be on here, bro. Diddy is the new leader of the Portland Trailblazers. Because Dame don't count, man. Dame coming back over there. The Portland Trailblazers is this guy's team. Dame's still going to be Dame, but he's leading now. And you got Scoot Henderson that you can add on here, man. If I'm Scoot, I'm like, man, why y'all add me on here? It's like y'all trying to get you want these people to complain. Y'all want them to just go online and go viral. That's bound to happen. I'm telling you that now, man. Dame Lillard, one of these guys go try to speak up and say, why don't you have my teammate on here? This guy could also ball. You can have that guy on here, man. Like, come on, bro. What are we doing? This game needs to be updated. 32 NBA players ain't enough. It's just not. That's not going to cut it. Charge it $30 and it's online only. Please. Y'all can miss me with that. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't take that. I'm not accepting it at all. Please update your roster. Please. But that's it. And for those that's watching the video, please comment the player you would want them to add in the comment section. Because I guarantee you, Play-by-Play is looking at all of this. But we can't have an incomplete roster. I'm sorry. Y'all take care.